Hey everyone, Mr. Barb here with a beginner series on Ark Survival Evolve. So let's start off by saying that I'm on a single player mode. I'm not playing in regular server at the moment. It's just for the purpose of the video, just before you tell that in the chat or anything. So second of it, sorry if my English is bad at some point on the video. I'm a French Canadian, and if I try to do my video in French, that's a big no-no because I had a couple video before on in French, and I got like 2 views, one from the account of my wife and one from my account. So basically that's it. So let's start the video. This video is gonna be a small beginner guide on the 15 first minute, what you have to do for get yourself ready in PvE server only. Because if you try those things in PvP server, you're gonna get raided like pretty fast. So let's get started. Those are my dino that I started with. I got a para, I got Dodes, and I got Dillos. So let's get started. Usually when I come in game, in the first 15 minutes of play, I usually got around that kind of stuff. Even with that small thatch home there, it's really not a big thing to do. Like, I'm on the island right now, so what I end up doing when I start the game on a regular server, I gather a ton of mats, like a ton of berry. Would come here to the tree, start with the tree banging, work up for my first pick, then I go with my pike, come here, get a couple flint, from that get my axe going, grab the best amount of wood that I can for my for my small inventory, because when you start you don't got a really high weight on your character. So then after that I'm starting with this base here. So what is this? This is what I call the advanced noob base. What I mean by that, it's because you can go and do the flat ceiling on them and just have one story high and just a regular 2x2 base with a couple of chests, couple of mortar pistol, and usually I get my bed here, try to have a forge and try to have a smithy, but the smithy is kind of glitched out, like I would say. Like, it's pretty hard to do in a 2x2, put the smithy down and everything. Usually if I do the smithy thing, I'm gonna like decay this box here, try to put the smithy as close as possible of that, and yeah, so it's a pretty plain Jane looking base, but it's in the 15 first minute of the play. I say 15, but it's more like 15 to 30 minutes. Well, in half an hour, if you don't got that, like, you need to step up the game if you want to try to be in a tribe or something. Like, basically everybody can do that, no problem. So if you're rocking the flat ceiling, what I end up doing at first when I had the other when those triangle things were not in game, I used to do a 2-story just to have some headroom, know what I mean? But now that those changed the game like quite a lot. So yeah, so basically what I do a 2x2 with a couple walls, one thatch door, that's basically it. After that, when you're done finishing the base, you must be higher than level 10. So what you do, you unlock the club and the bolus, what that end up doing for you, you can go on the beach, try to find a parasaur, take the bowler out, snap it in his ankle, and then get the club out and knock a few times on the para. Like, you don't need a high level para to start. Usually I try to go for higher for the weight and everything, but this one is only a level 17 after tame, so it's basically, I think it was like a level 10 or something like that. So you get that, you started farming the narco berry, you come back here, you try to do the narc. After you got a couple narc going, what you can do, it's go ahead and tame those one, the Dilo. The Dilo are, in my opinion, not the greatest dino there, but like you can go straight from a para to crafting the narc to go try to hunt for a raptor, but I would do the Dilo first, just because you basically can knock them out without a club, just with your fists. Knock them out, tame them in like basically 5 minutes, like max 5 minutes. You should have 1 or 2 Dilos up. It's pretty easy to do. And when you got those one, you just like run around the entire beach here, kill everything in sight. Like the dodos, yeah, those one here, the dodos are pretty easy to kill. For those one, the moss chop, what I would do is craft a bowler them, make them unable to walk, make the pack attack it, and you try to stab it at the same time. And yeah, you can basically get a lot of meat and a lot of hide from those guys. You got even the turtle. Turtle is a bit trickier because they got a lot more health than the moss chop. And the moss chop, as soon as the baller is off, he's gonna start running. So he's not aggressive. But the turtle, they gonna try to attack you. And they will attack you. And if you're not prepared and ready with a couple of pike, they gonna end your life in game. Like, it's gonna be quick. They're pretty badass. But yeah, so basically those are my beginner type video. It's just for fun. I know there's already been like a million videos on how to start an arc, how to tame on this, and how to do that, and how to... I know, I get it, there's a ton of it, but in my opinion, there's never enough of those kind of video, because somebody's gonna tell you in their video, oh, just aim for the raptor, or another one's gonna try to explain you how to trap a carno and start with the carno. Even if you don't got the saddle, it's good protection and everything. And some people's gonna straight aim for the trike, but this is the way that I do it. I know somebody's gonna tell in the comment like, oh, I don't do that and I do this, and yeah, you do. What I do, it's this. Start with the toads, building the base, unlocking the club and bowlers, get that one there. After that, cooking a couple narc and try to get those guys. And just before we end the video, I'm gonna give you a small tips. Some people already knew it, some of you don't. If you're new to the game, you can basically split stacks of meat. So what I end up doing, you see there, I got a couple of them. If you press triangle on your remote a couple times, you see the stacks going down. Those one was 2 basically. Was 4, a stack of 4, and now it's a stack of 1 because I divided them. if you continue doing that, what you end up doing is just have all your meat separated. So what that's gonna do good for you, it's gonna be faster to spoil, because the timer's not gonna reset and just spoil one piece of meat. If you do that, look all the meat that's gonna spoil, and they all do have the same-ish timer on it. So this one, it's gonna spoil in 1 minute. This one's gonna spoil in 1 minute. This one's gonna spoil in 1 minute. So if you do that, you're gonna get a lot more spoil meat at the same time. So you can step up the game with the narc and try to continue doing your level ups till you get the narc arrow, the trank arrow. It's gonna help you a lot to go tame those really good raptor. So yeah, if you like it, the video, leave me a thumbs up. Please be sure to leave your comment on any type of video you would like to see on Ark. I can do boss video, I can do whatever, name it, I'm gonna try to do it. But you just have to let me time. So yeah, so that's basically wrap it up for that video. So I'm gonna tell you, leave a message, I'll get back to you, leave a like, subscribe, have fun playing the game. Peace.